I cannot even believe I'm saying this, but we are in the holiday season. It is officially holiday time. I know it's a little bit early, we're only at the beginning of November, but holiday shopping starts earlier and earlier every year, so I thought I would bring you my list of gift guide recommendations for whoever you may be shopping for in your life. We're gonna do everything from sentimental gifts to lifestyle to viral products to beauty, apparel, handmade things, small businesses, thrifted, like anything you could imagine. I really want this video to be resourceful to a lot of different people who may be shopping for a lot of different people, if that makes sense. So I did my best to compile a list of everything I could think of anyways, and obviously, quick disclaimer, you do not have to buy any of this stuff. These are just suggestions, and if you're kind of stuck on what to get someone, maybe you'll find some inspo somewhere along this list, and if not, maybe you'll just sit back and enjoy and have a little snack, you know? And of course, the links to all these products will be down in the description box below, but we have quite a few gifts to get into. I think there are like over 100 on this list. So I feel pretty confident in that if you're looking for a gift for someone in your life, which it is better to get started early, I will say. That's why I'm posting this a little bit early. We're getting ahead of the curve a little bit, you know? So let's go ahead and jump into my 2025 holiday gift guide. Let's do it. Okay, starting off with the beauty category, we have things like body care, hair care, skin care, fragrance, all of the above. This may be a controversial take, but I personally love a holiday gift set. They have ones at like Sephora, they have ones at Ulta. I think that they include a wide variety of products for people to try. I think they're a really good value. I think it would also be a really good white elephant gift if that's what your family's doing. That's what my family's doing this year, and I'll probably get something like this for it. And I'm kind of just a fan. Like, I don't think I would ever be upset at trying out a bunch of new products, you know? Coming out of the gate a little bit strong, we have the Dyson Airwrap or the Dyson Straight. They sell them at Costco now for a severely discounted price, so if you have a person in your life that's always wanted one, maybe that might be the time, or like maybe get one for yourself. I don't know. That might be what I do. I gifted my mom the Dyson Airwrap that I tested out actually in a viral products video, and she loves it. So obviously the Shark is a lot more of an affordable option, but Dyson is really good as well. There are also so many options now, like tons more affordable ones, but those are the kind of the two main ones. Next up, for a little makeup fave, I love the Merit foundation stick. I was kind of writing all of these things down in this beauty category based off of like the things that I love the most, and I feel like they're pretty universal. If you have a girl or a femme person in your life, they will likely like these things, and I love this complexion stick. It's what I'm wearing on my face today. I feel like it's a combination of like a foundation, a concealer, kind of all in one. So again, if you have like a beauty lover in your life, that might be a good option to throw into like a gift basket or something like that. Then we have the kind of very popular option that there are so many different variations of, and that is a lip balm or a gloss. Again, could throw into a gift basket, good stocking stuffer, things like that. And there are so many good brands right now. There's Tower 28, Laneige, Dior, Summer Fridays, Rhode Beauty. There's tons of different options. This is also a great idea if you have any teens in your life. I know for my nieces who are 9 and 14, they are both equally obsessed with all of these different kinds of lip glosses, so it's an option for them as well. Next up, we have Josie Maran body products. I love these. They're so luxurious. I always find holiday gift giving to be the time to get someone something a little bit nicer that maybe they wouldn't buy for themselves. So they have these really, really luxurious body butters. They have fragrance sprays. They have tons of different stuff, and I really like that brand. Speaking of fragrance, I love the idea of giving someone a fragrance discovery set. They have ones from Tom Ford. They have the Maison Margiela replica. Glossier has a really good option for like $15, and I think it gives someone the opportunity to test out different scents from a brand that maybe they love or maybe they've never discovered before, and there's just so many different little scents in there for them to play around with, layer, whatever. I think that's a great idea. I would love that as a gift. Again, for like a stocking stuffer or to throw into a gift basket type of thing, Touchland hand sanitizers are so nice. They smell so good. There's so many different scents. As a member of OCD/germaphobe Nation, I personally love the idea of getting a hand sanitizer. And again, these are very, very popular with the teens, the youngins, if you will. So many different scents to choose from there. Also, like I said, getting someone maybe like a higher end body care product to keep in their shower or to have as a little treat, I think is a great option because again, it gives them something that maybe they wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves. So some brands that I love are Cycler, which is Claudia Saluski's brand. You probably saw me talk about this in a viral products video recently. Necessaire is a popular one. You have Aesop, Salt and Stone. There's lots to choose from. For the skincare lover in your life, there are are so many good skincare brands out there, but if you're like me and you're very intimidated by skincare and you feel like nothing you're using is really working, or maybe you don't want to splurge on that thing for yourself, getting someone a little skincare set, again, like they make holiday gift set versions, or you could get them a nice product to try out, a serum, a face wash, a whatever. The really popular ones at the moment are Murad, Bioma, Glow Recipe, Drunk Elephant is a big one. There's so many different ones with really cute packaging that look very cute as a gift as well. Next up for hair care, again, same vein. It can be difficult to want to buy higher end hair care products for yourself, but when you get it as a gift, hell yeah. Do you know what I mean? Brands like Kerastase, which is one that I've known and loved for a really long time. That to me is like the creme de la creme. Like that is very expensive, very nice. It would be a wonderful gift. Also, I love Day hair care. I love my fellow Arizona girl, Amber Filler Up, and I love supporting her whenever I can. The products smell amazing. They work great. I feel like that's higher end, but kind of middle of the road with higher end. And then also you could get them just like a really nice big set of shampoo and conditioner from the drugstore and throw it into a basket with other things that they really love, which we will talk about gift baskets later on in this video. But you could do things like Pantene, L'Oreal makes really good options. If you follow Abby Young, then you know that there is really amazing drugstore hair care brands out there. And so yeah, those are a few options for a hair care lover in your life. Now moving into the apparel category, things like jewelry, accessories, clothes, shoes, and so on. The first thing that popped into my mind was gifting someone a really cute scrunchie. So whether that be from like a normal drugstore or whether that be from a small business, we will talk more about small businesses later. But I think that's a really cute idea. I think that getting someone a really nice scrunchie or a bow or something that they wouldn't normally get for themselves, I think would be so cute, especially if it's maybe like you just want to get someone a small little gift. You maybe don't know them that well, or you agreed on like a budget limit or something like that. I think that's a good option. One that I love and I have yet to do yet, but I really enjoy the thought of, is a custom t-shirt. There are so many cute t-shirts available on Etsy that you can make. And one of my favorites is the one where you like plaster your face all over it. And I think that's fantastic for like a partner, with a friend. You can do it with a pet. I just think that's such a fun and funny gift idea. I love a little gag gift. It could also be sentimental if you wanted it to, you know. I think there's lots of different ways you could go with that. Some good quality pajamas or a robe is so underrated as a Christmas gift. I feel like there's been a lot of slander over the years, like, oh, they got me pajamas. I'd be stoked. Are you kidding me? It's all about the taste, if you have good taste. So there are brands like Hami, like Deucin, like Hannah Anderson. There's more affordable brands like ASOS where you can get a lot of really good stuff for a relatively decent price and, you know, give someone something that they wouldn't treat themselves with, you know? I personally have had a long-standing relationship with Uggs. I love Uggs and I think they would be such a good gift. You could get them like the classic minis, you could get them the classic Uggs, like the taller ones, which are apparently coming back now. I'm like, listen, I can't keep up. Ugg recently released a Mary Jane, which is maybe one of the cutest shoes I've ever seen. They also have really amazing slippers. I'm a big fan of more slippers like this style as opposed to the Taz, because I can't seem to get it over the back of my heel, but a lot of people really love the Taz slippers as well, and you can kind of wear them as shoes too. They also have tons of dupes out there. Costco has really cute slippers. I think giving someone like a cozy pair of pajamas and slippers is such a cute idea. You could wrap it with like a cute little sleep mask or some adorable ribbon or like some melatonin gummies or something. I don't know. I think that's a great gift. Another idea that I love is, I love customized anything, but like a customized apron for someone. You can get like an embroidered apron. They have really beautiful ones that are available on Etsy. People can do incredible things. They also have really funny ones where you can like plaster someone's face or like your family's faces. You can do a custom one with photos. I think that's great. And then pairing it with something like a cookbook, I think is an amazing gift, especially for maybe like a man or a mask presenting person in your life. I think that that's a fantastic idea, or someone who loves cooking, someone who's getting into cooking. I love that for a gift idea. Also, speaking of Etsy, there are so many cute customizable charm bracelets and necklaces on there. They also have vintage ones available that are kind of preset, but I think creating someone like a custom charm piece of jewelry is such a cute idea. It's so sweet. I personally created a like vintage dead stock charm necklace for myself a couple of years ago, and each little charm to me has a little bit of a story or a connection or a sentimental meaning behind it. And I think that's really special. Also, it can just like look cute, doesn't have to be super sentimental either. I love that idea. I think it's just something different than like picking out a necklace at a store. Like knowing that that person maybe put a little bit more thought or intention into it is really special. If you are like me and you're a millennial who is just absolutely obsessed with nostalgia, getting someone a nostalgic gift is so fun and so sweet. You could get your aunt or uncle a t-shirt from their favorite band. If you're me and you're, you know, a 90s millennial, you could get someone something that has Backstreet Boys on it, Britney Spears, NSYNC. Like there's so many different things to choose from, and tell me you wouldn't be stoked getting a Britney Spears sweatshirt for Christmas. Like that's amazing. There are a lot of popular bags at the moment. I wanted to list a few options of my favorite bags, kind of on the more high-end scale. If you're looking to get someone a really nice purse that's gonna last them forever, the Coach Brooklyn bags are very popular at the moment, very on trend, but Coach has obviously withstood the test of time. Their bags last forever. They're really high quality. They're kind of like entry-level designer as well, so it's a wonderful gift to give to someone. Obviously a bit pricey, but depending on the person in your life and your budget, great gift idea. Also, Madewell has so many beautiful bags, but I'm loving these braided leather bags. I think they're so stunning. Quince has a lot of really gorgeous bags as well, and I've been really loving Quince for the last couple of years, so definitely recommend any of those. And then if you're looking for more of maybe a casual bag wearer, like more of a kind of crossbody bag, then there are options from Uniqlo. I feel like they're kind of the OG in the crossbody bag category. I think I maybe have like 3 or 4 of theirs. They're fantastic. They fit so much in them. Baggu, obviously, there's so many cute bags from Baggu, and they're very adaptable to a lot of different styles. Also, the Lululemon belt bag, those were so hard to get your hands on a little while ago, but they're great for like someone who goes out on walks, wants to keep all of their things on them, wants something a little bit more casual, you know, things like that. So there's a ton of bag options, but those are kind of the top of mind ones for me, and I would be stoked to get any of them. For some more shoe options, I think there's a lot of really cute shoes out there right now. I actually posted a few of these on Instagram a while back. Number 1 on my list is the Adidas. I think they're the SL72. They're so cute. I love this style of sneaker. They're still in that kind of Adidas realm, but they're not just a Samba or a Gazelle. Also, I've been seeing so many cute leopard ballet flats and Mary Janes at the moment. Sam and Libby has a really cute pair. There's versions on Amazon. Hokas are always a great gift idea. I believe I got my mom a pair of Hokas a couple of years ago for her birthday. If you have someone who likes to go on walks in their life and wants to take care of their feet, because let's be honest, oh my god, most of our shoes are terrible for our feet, so those are always a really good gift idea. And I stand by, if you watch my YouTube shorts or if you follow me on Instagram, I stand by the Doc Marten Mary Janes that I got recently. I know. Can you believe I actually found a pair of Doc Martens that don't kill my feet? I think they're so cute. I love the brown. They're so 90s. They're so perfect. I also bought a pair of Sheza socks to go with them that have a little bit of padding along the back of the ankle, so we'll lump that in as well. But yeah, so many cute shoes out there right now. Those are my faves because I'm still in a very like autumnal, wintry kind of mood. And then for actual clothes that I recommend, if you're looking to get someone maybe like an outfit as a gift, or if you want to get them like a nice closet staple or whatever, I think that my top retailers at the moment are Old Navy, Gap, Nordstrom, and probably TJ Maxx. I would say the 4 of those are kind of like what I would recommend at the moment as far as size inclusivity, affordability, sales options, things like that. So if you're looking for more clothing or apparel as a gift idea, definitely recommend those brands. Next up for the home category, we are coming out strong with a candle recommendation. I know that getting someone a candle is kind of like a taboo holiday gift. You're just not getting the right candles. You can go for things like candles from Anthropologie, or you can go more small business, and I strongly recommend the new Savant, which is Ingrid Nielsen's candle brand that she's had for several years now, and I am not kidding when I tell you, every single candle that I have smelled from that brand is the best smelling candle I've ever smelled in my life. They're so cute in the packaging department, they're aesthetically pleasing, they burn for a long time, like could not recommend them enough. They even gifted me a little fun fall Halloween set recently that I love. A nice candle paired with some other things perfect gift, and I stand 10 toes down on that. Let's talk about ice makers. They are, listen, as Americans, we love our ice, okay? If you're European and you're gonna start talking about how obsessed we are, yeah, we are, okay? Let's move on. No, but as Americans, we really do love our ice, and I've tested a few different ice makers over the years. Obviously, my number one choice is gonna be the GE Opal ice maker. This one is pricey, but you can find it on sale a lot of the time. Best Buy recently had it for like over $100 off. There are Amazon sales and things like that. There are much more cost-efficient dupes as well. Drew and I have been testing out a version from Costco, from Frigidaire recently, and we're just gonna keep it here at our place in California, and then when we're done with it, when we eventually move everything over here full time, we're gonna gift it to like family or friends. It was $159. I think that's a pretty good price. It is a little bit louder and it's a little bit more high maintenance. Having an ice maker is like an appliance, and you do have to clean it and descale it and all that kind of stuff. But if you love, or if you know someone who loves having ice in their Diet Coke, having ice in their iced coffee every morning, having ice in their water bottle, etc., there is no better ice that exists, and it's still to this day one of my best purchases I've ever made, so strongly recommend that one. Gifting someone something like a robot vacuum, I think, is a fantastic gift idea. It's something that really lightens the burden for a lot of people, and again, maybe it's not something that they would want to buy for themselves, so there are so many different options. There's ones from Shark, there's ones from Roomba, there's like Amazon brands, there's tons of different things to choose from, and I think that would be a sickening gift for Christmas or the holidays. Like, how amazing would that be? So if you have someone who, like me, is kind of obsessed with keeping a tidy space, maybe that might be something. A classic tried and true gift is a nice blanket. So from brands like Barefoot Dreams, they have Costco versions that are amazing. I've heard Fry has really good blankets. Gifting someone a really nice one for the holidays is such a cute idea. Also, gifting someone a bedding set, or maybe some sheets, or a comforter, or a duvet cover, or whatever. Obviously, this would be someone a little bit closer to you in your life, like a sister, parents, whatever. I gifted my mom last year for Christmas a bedding set. I think it was just from Target, and she loved it. Quince has a lot of amazing bedding. I've had my eye on Quince bedding for a while. Like, their gingham sets are so cute. There's Amazon dupes, of course. Lots of really cute bedding options. This next one, again, would kind of depend on the person. This to me is maybe for someone more like a brother or a dad or something like that, but also could be anyone in your life, and that's a TV. TVs are so much more affordable these days. It's crazy. You can get a 55-inch TV for like under $200 these days, which it's wild to think about the fact that they were selling these kind of like HD TVs years ago for like $2,000. We've really come a long way in the TV world. So maybe you have a loved one who's moving off to college for the first time, or maybe you have a friend who just got a new apartment, or maybe you want to upgrade your parents' TV for them or whatever. You know, I think that those sort of smart TVs that have the built-in like Roku or Fire Stick are fantastic ideas. The thing that's cool about those two is if you want to get a TV or something as a last minute gift, like if you're like, oh crap, I didn't get anything for my grandparents or whatever, you can buy it online and then pick it up in store, and it's just so much easier. And then the last thing I wanted to write down in this category was don't sleep on Lowe's. I really think Lowe's has so many different options for the holidays. If you have a friend who's into gardening, you could get them a gardening set. If you have someone in your life that needs upgraded tools, you can find cute little decor pieces. They have furniture. Like, I did not know that Lowe's had game like that. They have plants, they have bird feeders, they have lighting, like tons of different things to choose from. You can buy online and pick up in store there as well. Next up for the lifestyle / viral products category. You guys know that I have tried a lot of different things over the years, so I'm going to recommend some of those things as well as just everyday lifestyle stuff that I really enjoy and recommend. The first one being a camera, whether that's a disposable camera, whether that's a nice digital camera. You can get it on eBay or Etsy. You can get someone like a vintage film camera if they're into that. But a disposable camera, great stocking stuffer, great little white elephant gift, Secret Santa gift, whatever. You can get your disposable pictures printed, and then you can also have them like on a file that you can put on your phone, which is so nice. Also a Kindle. I love a Kindle. I am a Kindle convert. I am a Kindle truther. I know that there is a debate between having like a physical book, which I love, by the way. I love a physical book, but I don't know what it is about my Kindle. I read books 10 times faster. I first tested this out in a viral products video. I think it was like my first one back in like 2022 maybe, and I have been hooked ever since. I love that thing so much. So if you have someone that has been meaning to get back into reading or is just an avid reader and has never bought one for themselves, strongly recommend that. Reusable water bottles are a great gift option to throw into another gift, whether that's in a walla. There's hydro flasks, hydro jugs, Yetis. There's the classic Stanley, which I have and love. I'm pretty sure I gifted my entire family Stanleys a couple of years ago. I got a Black Friday deal and I got my mom, Drew's mom, Drew's sister, and our nieces some Stanleys, and then I got one for myself. And we all still use and love them. So I know that like people have mixed opinions about the water bottles, but I love being hydrated at all times, okay? Kind of the same as what I mentioned in the apparel category. If you have a nostalgia lover in your life, or maybe like a sibling, and you want to gift them some sort of nostalgic product, I think that's such a good idea. Gift them like a Skip It, if you guys used to play with Skip Its. Gift them a board game you used to play. Gift them maybe like a yo-yo. Like, I know that this is kind of far-fetched, but if you have that connection with someone and like, I don't know, you remember the yo-yo craze in the 90s, or like a ribbon dancer or something like that, the things that we maybe wanted as kids that we couldn't get or whatever, great gift idea. Something that I've had mixed opinions on, and that is because I simply haven't been using it the proper way that you're supposed to, but that I really recommend as a gift idea, is a brick. It is a device that you basically pair your phone to, and it locks you out of your social media apps until you physically get up and like tap your phone to the brick, and then it lets you back into them. So it makes a little bit more of a thought process go into using your social media apps. I bought one earlier this year, like maybe at the beginning of the summer, and I even started filming a main channel video on it, and I haven't gotten very far with it yet because I haven't been using it, but that video is still coming. So if you have someone in your life that always talks about being on their phone or brain rot or whatever, maybe this is a good option for them, because having something that just, yeah, makes you a little bit more thoughtful about using your phone is a great idea. This next one is a great gift idea if you have any young ones in your life, if you have children, if you have nieces and nephews, whatever. And I gotta tell ya, jelly cats are all of the rage at the moment, at least in my neck of the woods and where my niece is at in her life. It used to kind of be squishmallows and things like that, and now it's veered much more into jelly cats, and I think they are so cute. They have the little amusables, which can be like food related or little objects, and they're just adorable. We all loved our stuffed animals as a kid, and these are great. They're made in the UK, and it's just such a cute little accessory. I want to get some of the keychains and bag charms for myself. Like, they're adorable. So definitely recommend jelly cats, especially if you have maybe like a 5 to 12-year-old in your life. Another great stocking stuffer idea or small gift to pair with other things is an Octo Buddy. I have recommended this thing to so many people in my life. This is like a little suction device that you put on the back of your phone case, and it can stand up on anything that has a hard surface. So you can just set up your phone on like your dresser or a window or a door or a mirror or whatever. If you love taking photos with people, if you love taking outfit of the day videos, if you make TikToks, if you have a teenager, I love this thing. They're really affordable, and I have one on every single phone case now. Another thing I love about gift giving is giving someone something that maybe they wouldn't even think to get for themselves, and not just like, oh, I wouldn't invest in that for myself, but just like, oh, I never even thought of that. And something I love as a gift idea is like a travel cord organizer. If you have a avid traveler in your life, one of the worst things about traveling and packing is figuring out where you're going to put all your chargers and your headphones, and if you have hard drives, and if you have all these other things. And since I bought one of those little travel cord organizers, it makes things so much easier. They have really cute ones. They have very basic ones too. I think this would be a great gift idea for like almost anyone in your life that travels. Something that's not like a physical gift, but that goes a really long way in someone's life is a membership. You could give someone a Costco membership. Like, how incredible would that be as a Christmas gift? Getting into Costco for a year, executive membership maybe, go in an hour early, say less. My mom, for as long as I can remember, for Christmas has gifted me a AAA membership. Yeah, that's clutch. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Little things like that go a long way. Also, if you wanted to gift someone maybe like a year subscription service, you could do like their Spotify account or Netflix, or even like something like Newly, which is a clothing rental service, and you could pay for a year of that for them to pick out what I think like 6 different clothing items a month to rent, or maybe some sort of wine wine subscription. I've seen a couple like natural wine subscriptions. I would squeal. I'd be so excited. You can try out new bottles of wine every month. Like, how fantastic, you know? So if you're not as into the putting together a gigantic gift for someone, something like that goes a really long way, and it's still really thoughtful. If you have a sentimental person in your life, a junk journaler, a scrapbooker, etc., or someone who just really loves photos, they make so many cute photo printers these days. I have been obsessed with my Instax photo printer because you can use an app on your phone and pick any one of your photos from your camera roll and then print it out into a Polaroid, which is so cute if you wanted to do like a Polaroid wall, or if you wanted to keep a Polaroid photo album, or junk journal, which is what I do. Also, I recently got the HP Sprocket, which has little sticker peel backs on the back of the photos, so you can use them in much more of a scrapbooky type of way. You don't have to glue them down. I really love both of those for different reasons. And then of course, recently I was actually going to get my boyfriend this for Christmas, but he bought it for himself, and that is the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's so much fun. We've been playing the new Mario Kart. It's a blast. I've been winning. If you have a gamer that you love in your life, fantastic gift idea. Next up for the sentimental category, I thought I would breeze through a couple of these because you may want to get someone a sentimental gift for the holidays. I'm much more of like a practical and or kind of funnier gift, but also I love to throw in something sentimental from time to time. The first one I have written down is a customized photo book. They have brands like Papier, Shutterstock, Snapfish, etc., where you can compile your own little personalized custom photo book. I think that's so cute to do, like maybe a trip that you took with someone or the year that you had together or whatever. There was a time where I did like every year in photos for me and Drew, and then I kind of stopped doing it. So maybe I'll do that more in the future, but such a cute gift idea. There are things like date night coupon books that exist. So they make kind of like little prompts, and then you can write in your own, or you could create your own if you wanted to. And it can be like for a little weekend getaway or for a date at one of your favorite restaurants or whatever. There's so many different options. You could go customizable, you could go spicy, whatever you want. I think this is such a cute idea. I saw this on Etsy, and you can create things like a first date portrait. So you can send someone a location of where you had your first date, and then they will create a portrait of that. And then you can have beautiful art for your wall that's also sentimental. You could get custom art of someone's pet. Maybe someone has a pet that they love in their life. Maybe someone has a pet that they love that they lost recently. That's such a cute option. There are cute little frames that they can choose from. There are little paintings, ornaments, tons of different options. Something I love as a gift is gifting someone an experience to do together. One year I gifted someone like a photo appointment at this like viral photo place. You could do things like a painting class together, a pottery class, a cooking class. You could surprise them with a tattoo appointment. You know, it's very customizable depending on the person in your life. An idea that I have used before and that I really, really love is maybe someone just truly doesn't want any kind of gift at all. Maybe you could make a donation to like a cause or a charity in their name. There's so many different things to choose from, and then just giving them something or just telling them like, hey, I donated to X in your name, and that's wonderful. I think this is a really special way to honor someone and not have to buy anything physical, and it helps something else in the process too, which I love. And then last but not least, we have a personalized locket. I just think this is one of my favorite Christmas gifts I've ever been given by my boyfriend, probably like 7 or so years ago, and it was a little locket that I still love and wear all the time, and it has a photo of us on one of our little date nights that we did in Tokyo in like 2018, and it's just so cute. I love it so much. This could be for any loved one in your life, though. It doesn't have to be a partner. It can be a friend, a sister, an aunt, whoever. I love this. I love this as a gift idea. Okay, next up for the small business category, I actually asked you guys on Instagram to recommend some small businesses that you love. I've done this over the last couple of years, and I really wanted to focus primarily on BIPOC owned, woman owned, disabled owned, LGBTQ plus owned businesses, and you guys came through. So what I actually did was make a Google Doc that I'm going to link in the description box below. I highly encourage you to check out all of the small businesses that I've mentioned there. They are incredible, and they're all like community based. They're all recommended by this community here, so I really, really love that. But I'm gonna highlight a couple that I noticed that I think are really sweet and would really recommend. The first one is called A Shop of Things. They have storefronts in both Nashville and New York City. Nashville is one of my hometowns, represent. They also have an online shop. They have so many cute, just everything you could imagine, little trinkets, accessories, just so good for gifts. And they donate a lot of their proceeds to causes that I also really care about, so recommend them. Next up, we have For Everyone Collective, which makes abolitionist apparel. They employ formerly incarcerated people. I think that's incredible. I love the t-shirts and the tank tops that I've seen. We have the Shortcake Boutique, which has an online store that carries sizes extra small to 5X, which is much needed and much appreciated. We also have Cute Creations, which is a Black-owned, incredibly cute and affordable jewelry brand. Strongly recommend them. Such a huge variety there. And then we also have Clay Moo, which is an AAPI-owned clay kit brand. It's so cute. They make these little clay kits in so many different options. It's something to do with your hands. It's something tactile to stay away from your phone. I love it. So yeah, definitely recommend those, as well as all of the businesses that I'm going to link in the Google Doc below. So many cute things. Definitely a great option to shop small for all of your gifts during the holidays, for sure. All right, and last but not least, if you're someone who's looking for much more of a sustainable, maybe thrifted, maybe handmade type of vibe, I have so many fun ideas. I actually had the most fun putting together this category than any other category, because sure, you can buy someone pajamas, you can buy someone slippers, but putting the thought into like a handmade or thrifted gift is just so special. So here are some options that I came up with. First being, you could thrift someone some really cute antique or vintage candle holders and then put some candles in there. So adorable. So many great options. Also a thrifted or antique vase for flowers. I've thrifted a couple for myself recently, and if you know someone's decor style and kind of what they like, I think this is a fantastic idea. You could make someone a friendship bracelet. You know, before the Taylor Swift era friendship bracelets, obviously friendship bracelets were a thing for a really, really long time. So if you're not into like the kind of beaded lettered look, you could do the woven ones. You could actually get like a jewelry making kit and make them. There's so many different ideas for that. You could make someone a handmade or DIY jewelry organizer. I've seen these in like a vintage frame, and then you put some fabric there that you can put someone's earrings, necklaces, whatever in. I love that. You could either thrift or hand make someone a little trinket box or a trinket tray or a little trinket jar. I love the idea of that. You could do a painted or decorated photo frame and then frame a photo of the two of you in it. So cute. I've talked about this before. I love this. I've done this. And you could thrift a fun vintage tin and then put a baked good in there. Put a little cookie in there. Put a little pumpkin loaf in there. So good. Speaking of baking or being in the kitchen, homemade things go such a long way during the holidays, like making a homemade jam or jelly, making a homemade apple butter, a homemade pumpkin butter, a homemade, I don't know, coffee syrup or something like that, and putting it in a very cute jar with cute ribbons. So good. You could create a DIY basket, which I've mentioned before. So like a little spa basket with maybe like a face mask or a really nice bath bomb or a bottle of wine or whatever. Or you can do like a more just kind of general basket, throw some tech things in there, throw some of the stocking stuffer ideas, and then mixed all together, you have a really good, nice gift that goes a long way. Creating someone a thrifted mystery box, such a good gift idea. My friend and I have done that for each other in the past for Christmas, and it's just so sweet, and you could make it so fun. You could have them maybe create you like a Pinterest board of things that they're interested in ahead of time, like maybe a specific kind of style or outfit ideas that they really love, and then you could go out for them and set maybe either like a budget limit or an item limit, and then thrift them a bunch of things that they really love. It could be home decor, it could be clothing, whatever. Oh, I love that idea. You could always get someone some handmade ornaments, or you could make some magnets. They have air dried clay. There's tons of different ideas and so many fun things you could do. Thrifting someone books. If you don't want to thrift them a Kindle, thrift them a little book bundle. Make them a little DIY book bundle. I know Savers always has like buy 4 books, get the 5th one free, or 5, get the 6th one free. Either way, create them like a little book bundle. Make things fun and interesting, wrap it up all cute, gift them like a little candle with it, or some cozy pajamas or pillow or whatever. Such a cute gift idea. I would never be mad at a book for a gift. It's such a sweet and thoughtful gift. You could give someone a plant that has cuttings from another plant that you have. We've done that for friends in the past, so it's like they have children of our plant and now we're connected in that way. That's so sweet. So if you were looking for a more cost-efficient efficient version. You know, you don't always have to go out and buy a new plant, but you could use some plants that you already have and create a new plant from that. Or you could find them on Facebook Marketplace secondhand. So many people are getting rid of their plants on Facebook Marketplace like for free. But what I will say is just be very mindful of their animal situation, because all plants can't be around all animals. And then last but not least, this is actually something I kind of want for myself, so that's why I added this, but a thrifted VHS player with some thrifted VHS tapes would be killer. I think that's a really fantastic idea for a gift, especially if you're a millennial. Okay, so listen, I know I yapped for all of eternity in this video, but those are just a few gift ideas that I had for hopefully any person in your life. If you have any gift ideas, please leave them in a comment below, because it may help out other people. And again, like I mentioned, if you're interested in any of the linkable things that I mentioned, they will be linked in the description. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye. Happy holidays.